Greetings. It's Friday, the 9th of September, and I just got a notification from Amazon that I had a package delivered, and I didn't know it, so I went and looked outside, and ta-da, we got a package delivered. So, let's see what it is. Could it be something exciting, new, and interesting? Ta-da! The complete, or how can we get this on site here? The complete Rigger's Apprentice. One of the things I do while I'm building a boat is I listen to podcasts. And so one of my favorite podcast stations is called Hooked on Wooden Boats. It's by Dan Matson, and he lives in, Washington State somewhere. And I went back a couple weeks ago and I listened to, well, first of all, I was listening to actually Andy Schell when he interviewed Brion Toss, who's the rigging expert. And I remembered one of the best interviews I heard Brion do was on Hooked on Wooden Boats a couple of years ago. I think it was 2012. And that interview is the best. Andy's my man, love 59 North. But for some reason, when Brion was on Hooked on Wooden Boats, he got a lot more detailed about the structural forces, the resolution of forces, and all that kind of stuff. So let me go ahead and buy his new edition of the complete Rigger's Apprentice. So we've got a new book in. It's supposed to be really good. Let's take a first look here. Ooh. And yeah, so we've got knots and fancy rope work. What I'm really interested in is how to reinforce the boat's geometry to handle the load of the rig. And of course, since I'm framing now, this looks like there may be some interesting stuff here. Since I'm doing the rigging, since I'm building the framing for the boat now, I want to make sure I've got reinforcements where I need it to handle the load of the chain plates and the shrouds. My chain plates will be, let's see, what is this? Stretch in inches. Okay, so this is talking about the stretch of different materials. And let's get back here. Okay, very good. Check out the table of contents. Anyway, I just want to make sure that I beef up the structure where necessary so that the frame will be able to handle the load of the sail plan, because we're going to have a not too big but a relatively aggressive sail plan on here. The main sail is about 550 square feet. The Genoa is around 700 square feet. The jib is 400 and something square feet. And the spinnaker or gennaker, of course, would be 1,400 square feet, something like that. So it's a pretty aggressive sail plan. Okay. Maintenance, loft procedures, measurements, standing rigging, design and materials, creating, maintaining tension, friction, knotting. Let's see, splicing, fancy work, tricks and puzzles, sheer ingenuity. We'll see. All right. So, just got this new book. Look forward to reading it and sharing what I find. So, if you're interested in some good information about your rig, please check out the 2 interviews on the 59 North podcast with Andy Schell, featuring Brion Toss, and the one on Hooked on Wooden Boats with Dave Matson. Again, 59 North and Hooked on Wooden Boats. 2 great resources if you don't already know about them. They're both podcasts, so of course there's no video, but some really, really good content. Even though Andy Schell just started a video channel. I don't know if you know about that, but he's got video. He's got a couple videos on. One is a tour of Eastbourne, his Swan 48, and the other is a tour of Kenderick, which is a Freya, 39, I believe. And he's got a couple other ones on there. Interview with, what's the lady's name? Pam Wall, who is the owner of the Freya. And I think there's one other video on there. I'm not sure. But he just started. He's only got a couple hundred subscribers. So go on over and show Andy some love. Also, I didn't mention, but a couple of months ago actually, I was featured as a guest on another podcast called Sail Loot by Teddy J. So go ahead on over to Sail Loot and check out Teddy's channel. And of course, check out Jeff Wittig, my man, and support all those out there putting content on the interweb for sailing and related issues. All right. So I hope to have a build-a-boat day someday this weekend. I've got to work on Saturday for my job. So I hope maybe Sunday. All right. Until next time, peace and blessings.